All right, here we go. You got him? You got him? And... Oh, yes. That was perfect. Let's go. Brickmaniacs, welcome back to another...
What just happened? Welcome back, Brickmaniacs, to another sit rep.
Cool.
Thursday sit rep. It's good sit rep.
Good sit rep. This is a great sit rep. This is a great week here at Brickmania. We have 2 super exciting new kits to announce this week. And first one is here in front of us, right?
The back of it. That's beautiful.
This is part 4.
Part 4 of the Saturday matinee, right? Is that what these call it? Sorry. There it is. I knew there was another word.
Playset.
Saturday afternoon playset. Yes. Matinee playset. Set of play. Matinee of playset. Saturday. Yeah.
This is the 4th and long-running series of Saturday afternoon matinee playsets.
Multi-year now. I mean,
we've been doing this for a couple of years. A few years? I think a few years.
I believe this is the biggest one, right?
This is absolutely the biggest one. And it's not the first one that flies.
No.
We did the biplane.
No. Yep, we did the biplane.
From movie 3. But we're back to movie 1.
Good.
And
good stuff.
This is such a cool kit.
It's a John Canepa kit on top of it.
You guys remember John Canepa? We love John Canepa.
John Canepa's a good guy.
He still occasionally works with us. Still designs things for us.
Which is how we got this.
And yes, and he's been working on this over the last year, as far as I understand. He's rebuilt it a number of times.
Sure.
And the results are just gorgeous. I love this kit.
Looks so good. We got some exclusively new, awesome 3D printed parts.
Yep. Parts
by
designed
Camera
by
Guy.
Camera Guy, right over there.
Yep.
And these resulted after I tried to make stickers to go over those spheres.
Your stickers were fine, Slam.
They were aggressively difficult to put on.
They were aggressively difficult to put on. But they looked good. Once you got them there, they almost looked good. I mean, they looked good. I mean, these look better.
But these 3D printed parts, which we've got a pretty good green match on, they snap perfectly over those half dome pieces.
We worked really hard on a green match for a very long time before this, and so this was kind of just like luckily fit in well.
But so we're both very proud of our work and Camera Guy's work on those dome pieces, on the cage work. Yeah, I got to print the sides of the canopy on that. We have a new system for printing those quarter panels. I'm super proud of that.
Got a lot going on this plane.
It's a big kit. It is a big kit. So it's got a set of 4 brick arms, 2 in the front, 2 on the turret. These are super important if you're going to play out scenes from certain movies.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, she blows everything up with them, and it's always good. I think it turned into a great kit. We got the little arc going on. It comes with
a couple of extras. It is
not an arc, I guess. I know it wasn't an arc. It got called an arc for like months, and now it just stuck.
Yes, this is a flying wing, and experimental aircraft did not actually exist in Germany in World War II, so this is something that was made up for films.
But films make stuff up?
Absolutely.
Oh, my brain.
And one of the ways you can tell that this plane probably was never intended to actually fly is how thick the landing gear are on it. But our theory goes that if you're going to send a flying wing to the desert to pick up a super top secret piece of cargo, you might want to bring something valuable to the location. So we've added this little cargo carrier with a keg of German beer and keg of Italian wine. Yeah.
That seems appropriate, right?
I think it's great.
The prints turned out great. How about if we actually stop this?
Okay.
You can see the prints there. Prints turned out great on those.
Yep.
I like them.
We've also got a new airline, Steinflug.
Nice. And then, we have 3 minifigs. No Indy this time, because if you've been collecting, you already have Indy a couple of times. So we wanted to showcase a little bit of the other people in the scene. So we'll start off with the pilot. Really basic German pilot in the basic uniform, nothing too exciting or fancy going on there. He's got these random black patches stripes in the movie, so we added them. I added those on there. He's got his Luger. He's got a new and honestly probably exclusive to this set headgear, because he's wearing, as far as I can tell, British goggles.
Oh, nice.
As you do. Yeah, as you do. I could be wrong, but all the goggles that I've seen that look like that one are British, so not the single, round lens. Anyway, so
most
that's
likely a one-off headgear on this guy.
We'll see. He just wants to stay there.
Oh, he's okay. He'll be okay.
But yeah, so yeah, he's being knocked out. There you go. And then, of course, we have the lovely Marion.
She's absolutely going to get trapped inside this plane, isn't she?
Oh, I mean, she's going to have to use the weapons. It's the only way. She comes with two little chalks, or I guess a set of chalks? Set of chalks?
Yep.
Works. In order to knock out said pilot, save the day. Got to save the hero, right? This was fun. Really enjoyed kind of diving in and trying some new techniques on the dress to get that kind of look, that kind of airy, light look going.
That very 1980s/1930s lace look. That's super important.
Very important. Very determined look. She's been done a bunch by Lego, obviously, but wanted to try to see what we could do. So she's in a torn up, but still fashionably appropriate dress. So there you go.
She's absolutely great.
Thank you.
She's beautiful.
And then lastly, in this one, we obviously need the big mechanic that Indy's fighting. Big dude, wasn't much to him, but we managed to get some torsos and some arms, which is great, in order to do the bare chest. And he's got his very determined grr look on his face, great mustache.
Yep, this guy can take a punch.
Can't take a propeller, it finds out. Can't, it's too much. Can take a lot of things, but the prop was the end. Anyway, if you haven't seen the movies, I apologize. Spoilers, but that's a really old movie, so it's your fault. Yeah, I think that's it on that.
The kit comes with a sticker sheet, very simple sticker sheet with two options for tail roundels, and let's see. Also, it has a detailed cockpit slopes. So it has some cockpit details too.
Yeah, there's a lot of details going on here. It's great.
So a great little kit. Let's see. Anything else to say about this?
I don't think that I have anything else to say about it.
Cool. Let's get it out of here.
You go pick yours up. I guess we can say also what we should say is it is not an exclusive, like a
It is
one-off.
not a limited edition.
Limited edition. There's the
but
word.
we've only made a certain number of these.
Yep.
They go on sale tomorrow. And once this batch is gone, we probably won't be back to make another
gonna be a while.
batch.
Yep, it sounds like it's going to be
until
a
later
bit,
this year.
so
Yep.
Don't hold your breath if there's going to be a restock really soon. If you want it and you got to get it now, make sure you get it.
Cool. Also dropping this week.
Release
in our long line of Civil War
Civil War guys, another Civil War guy. Yep. Different color hat.
Different color hat, different
color
color
guy.
uniform.
Yeah, haven't. I personally have not designed on many, if any, dark green. I'm trying to remember. There might have been one other dark green, but not very many. So that was fun. These are Burden's sharpshooters. Burden's sharpshooters, and they have this great sharps rifle, and it was a lot of fun to kind of dig into these guys. A couple, they were at Gettysburg, and a couple of groups of them were.
There was a full regiment there was a sharpshooter regiment on the Union side.
Yeah.
So they showed up at every important battle. They were freaking lethal.
They were cool. There's some beautiful paintings of them in trees. One like very over and over again. If you look them up, this guy's just like perched in a tree going to it. So.
Yeah, they wore green because it was more camouflage than your average uniform.
Originally, their uniform was supposed to have a giant black plumed hat and light blue pants, and they were like, we don't want to die or be seen.
Can we tone it down a bit?
Tone it down a bit.
You also found out they had fabric-covered buttons, right?
No, rubberized. They had a rubber button cover. It was back in the day, so I wasn't quite rubber. But
That's right.
yeah,
It's not plastic. Plastic wasn't invented yet.
Exactly. So it was a kind of a rubberized button. So and that's I did put those buttons. So they got the dark buttons on there, so they wouldn't reflect. They kept the giant brass belt buckle though, from what I could find. So
give or take.
options. Not sure how helpful it was to hide one thing but not the other. I'm sure they could maybe tuck it under their shirt or something if they were about to go at.
Well, also in the Sharps rifles, like a lot of the optics on those had bright brass fittings as well.
And brand new. So this is a brand new Perfect Caliber by you.
Yeah.
It turned out gorgeous. Absolutely love this Perfect Caliber. It goes so well with him. So often they have these big furry backpacks, these big satchel packs. I chose not to put it on there. I
don't remember seeing them.
No, I chose not to. I was gonna say why, because I feel like those who know would be like, where is it? if I get to do some more of these, I'd like to make a custom 3D printed piece in the future. Okay. Wasn't on the slate for this one, but it would be really fun to do something in the future, or even it would be really easy, honestly, just to put the Lego one on there and it would look really good. So.
Cool. Do you print the brim on this hat too?
Yes. So
we can do that now.
This,
nicely
yes.
figured out.
Yeah, I totally didn't do that. That was Devin and you, I believe. So good job slamming, Devin. No. Yep. So we have the brims now printed. He also has the little unit marking up there. Mm-hmm. And yeah, no, it was a good fig. I really like the boot covers as well. Like they're very much classic to these guys. And yeah, that's him.
Okay, so if you are a fan of snipers, get yourself a historical American sniper.
Indeed.
From the Civil War.
I think that's all we have. We just have to pass it off to Andrea.
Yeah, Andrea's got news about super exciting new playset. Excited for the P40.
That's gonna be,
it's such a cool
really cool
kit. It's one of my favorite planes.
Yeah, it's a good looking plane. And then after that, Dylan will be here to talk a little bit more about other things coming up.
Okay, great.
And what's coming out.
Welcome back everyone, welcome back to the European Design Studio number 1. Last week we brought back World War I. This week we are bringing back something even bigger. The Pacific War theme is back at Brickmania after 2 years. What better way to kick it off if not with the Burma Banshees P40, one of the most iconic planes of that theater. Brand new build, with some stunning prints that it's not shown on the prototype, but let's take a closer look to this one. So here it is, ladies and gentlemen, the new P40 from Brickmania. But you may ask, what's all of this stuff doing around the plane? Well, since this is a very special plane, we decided to make it a special kit. So it's not your typical World War II plane where you just have the plane and the pilot, or you actually have a playset. So this can be called the Burma Banshees playset. And I've decided to add some very cool details of airfield life. So we have oxygen gas tank, we have waste fuel and gasoline printed barrels. We have a bomb on his tray, which has printed details on top and can be placed onto the plane. And of course, these are all very small details, but we have prints on all of these, so they will really pop out when you make your Burma Banshees airfield scene, and it's very cool. And also we have a Cashman 39. This is a scooter that I found very, very funny. Pilots used to ride it to their planes on American airfields, and it's very cool. It's very small. You also have a hatch here where you can put your sandwiches inside and stuff for your mechanic to get well fed while he's working, because you do get a mechanic figure with an awesome 3D printed and UV printed wrench. So yes, you get 2 figures with this. A splendid, fantastic Burma Banshee pilot with this leather jacket with all the details, which is amazing. Amanda did an amazing job, and the mechanic that has a 3D printed and printed hat, inspired by a very famous mechanic from a very famous movie. So yes, this is the add-ons that come with the kit. It's all in the same box, so you can't get the plane without the Cashman, and you can't get the Cashman without the plane. Let's talk about the plane now. So as you can see here, I don't have any of the prints, but you can check out the webpage and the renderings being shown right now on screen. Let's talk a little bit about this plane. So this is not the first P40 I designed. The first one I did was an Mark L, based in the European theater for the Red Tails. And I was pretty pleased with that, but of course it was 2 years ago. I learned a lot since then, so I've kept a few of the shapes. You may recognize the nose cone, the propeller, and a few bits here and there, but it's basically a brand new build. First of all, because of the hydral that was implemented, of course, super strong. And another thing I was able to do is build a complete glass canopy on the plane. It's entire brick built. I think it really stands out when you are able to do this with new parts that were not available a few years ago. So and this was also possible because of the huge canopy that the P40 has. Some people don't realize that the P40 has a huge canopy and huge nose cone. So if they look like they're off scale, they're not. They're really big. Of course, you have 6 machine guns, new exhaust that was also shown on the previous Hurricane I did and was pretty liked. So you can see the profile is very sleek. You have retractable landing gear and you have a ton of prints. This kit has prints all over. So of course you have the skull that covers most of the nose on both sides. You have printed roundels on the wings and on the bottom of the wings. You have stars in the back. And you have plenty of details as well in the playset, because you get a map, you get printed oxygen tank, prints on the barrels, prints on the bomb, prints on the Cashman, 2 custom minifigures. I mean, it's a complete playset. It's a wonderful kit, a wonderful plane. I loved building this. It's one of the most iconic planes of the Pacific War. So I'm really happy, and I really hope you guys like it. So that's it from me and the Burma Banshees. Make sure to check out the webpage to know more about this plane and this model. Remember, live Friday at 8 a.m. on brickmania.com. Don't miss it. See you soon. Next time we will kick off the D-Day celebrations.
All right, thank you, Andrea. You guys moved the studio.
You noticed.
Nobody told me.
Well, at least we found you.
But what you don't understand is it's actually been me this whole time. Okay, maybe not.
What? Wait.
I've been here the whole time disguised as...
That's what you should do.
Yeah.
You should do it again and you just like...
To do this episode justice, we should have had a slam mask. You might have noticed the height differential, though. That could have been a little obvious. Yeah, well, I'm back. Good to be here. Fun to be back.
Good to have you
sit
back.
rep
We're
and
very
doing
excited.
Stuff, so it's been fun to see everything going on. Well, I've been away. Obviously, you guys haven't slowed down because digital instructions are back. So that's pretty cool. Hey Brickmaniacs, I know we were talking a little bit about the digital instructions there. Some of you have made notice there's been some changes to Bricklink, in particular in reference to the way they're naming their parts, making them no longer compatible with the way that we were previously doing our XML files. Obviously, we have quite a few digital instructions out that have those XML files featured on them. We are currently working on a solution to that, but it could take some time because obviously we have quite a few of them out there, and we're still looking for something that we think will, be a solution for everybody involved. So stay tuned for updates when it comes to that on social media. We'll let you guys know kind of how that process is going, but we are aware of it, and while we're very excited for the return of the digital instructions, we understand that we've got to make sure that there's convenient for the user as possible. So stay tuned a little bit more there. And we'll have updates for you as soon as we can. We just had the Val and the BF-109 on Wednesday, along with the Ukrainian Sniper back on restock pre-order. So both of those currently available at brickmania.com. Awesome to see the return of those digital instructions, because first of all, I think it's like cool because obviously you can, if you have access to parts, much cheaper to do so. Yep. And then also you can build some classic kits. Looks like, stuff. I like nostalgia. That stuff's cool. Speaking of classic kits, I don't know if this is classic, but like we're bringing the LCAC back.
I mean, it's in that, like, it's a long time ago kit.
Kind of, but it's kind of timeless.
It's timeless, yeah. It's a good
huge.
kit. It's huge. You will get your workout just picking it up several times.
Yeah, not to mention the fact that the build process is, I mean, it's a master level build for a good reason.
Definitely. It's got all the things going on.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful build though.
Oh, and you guys are, so I'll explain it real quick first. So basically we're bringing the kit back starting tomorrow. It'll be available for pre-order through the 18th, but we're not going to produce any additional copies. So it's only what's ordered within that time frame is going to be what's produced. Also, there's going to be a printed parts pack. That'll be available separately. So if you already own an LCAC, you can upgrade your LCAC with the printed parts pack, or if you're picking up an LCAC for the first time, you can also add the printed parts pack, just see the web pages for details. But one of those details is some new helmets.
Yep, we are replacing the helmets. So we used old third-party helmets before, and now we're using our own helmets. So those are going to go in there.
Sweet. So if you pick up an LCAC, you'll have some upgraded helmets. Potential in the future for those to be released standalone. Who knows? Yeah. So don't if you own an old LCAC, don't dismay. There's still potentials for upgrades. We're always doing that stuff. So, yep. But for now, they'll just come with the upgraded stuff. Again, just look at the website. The renders are all there. But that's going to be a big thing, obviously, opening up that pre-order again. Also coming back, hitting stores actually. Starting on Monday, the Blackhawk Super 6.4. A lot of you guys got in on the pre-order online. That'll now be available to ship out and available at stores, which looks great. That's awesome.
That's good. It's a good one.
Your Off-World Dragoons.
Yeah, they're coming back again.
That was
right?
2 Black Fridays ago?
Yeah, sounds about right. It's been a while. Is it? Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, because it wasn't this one, so yeah, that makes sense.
So those are now going to be available in stores and ready to ship online. Yep. Previously a pre-order. Along with the Delta Force operator, which I think you guys did as an add-on for Super 6.4. Now you can get those standalone or in retail stores, which is super cool. You called Raiders of the Lost Ark a really old movie, and I didn't know if it was going to be you or Slam here afterwards, but I was planning on opening being like, so Slam, how did you feel when Amanda called Raiders of the Lost Ark a really old movie?
Slam is actually in the background crying right now, so I don't think he...
The emotional distress.
I felt a little bad after that. I'm sorry, Slam.
I think he'll recover.
I mean,
or maybe not.
I was super little when that movie came out.
But still alive.
I mean,
important note.
I'm not that much younger.
Still breathing. Anyways, some stuff to look up ahead. Next week for digital instructions, we have the JU52 coming out. That's going to be kind of cool because it's not only going to be available as a digital instruction and the pack to put all the stickers and stuff on your digital build, but there's going to be a Green Devils squad pack also dropping with it. That'll be cool. So if you've got some, what would they be? Those I suppose those Endar. We have blank torsos. I was going to say those Endor Kayashik clones because that's kind of the green that matches. Sure. I think those minifigures are really expensive. So maybe
I would agree.
Don't sticker up your Kashyyyk clones with those, but find something else. You'll be able to make it work.
Find some cheap old.
Yeah, it's been a minute since I've been on Bricklink. All right, fine. Oh, this weekend, if you're following our events page, Dan is at Atlanta BrickCon in Duluth, Georgia. That's the 10th and 11th. He'll be hanging out with a booth and stuff there. So if you're in the area or making the trip or have enough time to figure out what you want to do with your weekend, grab a flight to Duluth, Georgia.
Yeah. Not Duluth, Minnesota?
No.
It's going to be different.
If you end up there, you will be very cold and Legoless.
But you can, take the 3 or 4 hour drive and see us.
Right.
So
it
will all work out in the end.
Fly into Duluth and then drive down to the Brickmania GHQ, and that'll take up your entire weekend.
It'll be great.
Yeah. How do you end a show? I don't know.
Go see Dan. It's going to be good. And that's it.
There you go. That does it for the Thursday Sit Rep.
Thursday.
Thank you very much for watching. We'll check in next time.
See ya.